Hello guys, if this video doesn't come out as well as I normally do, I'm using my old camera because my good one is dead. So we're going to be changing the window regulator on a 93 to 97 Toyota Corolla. So first off, you want to get you a good replacement window regulator. This one came with some interesting paperwork. I've got some paperwork by by Verizon, the new intuitive car plug-and-play thing that's Bluetooth with your cell phone. I also got some Geico insurance, but thankfully I'm in good hands. 50 years of Mustangs. Whatever that's about. Some Walmart gift card crap. Some DirecTV bundle paper thing that all of those papers were in. And then finally, underneath all that was the shipping receipt. And like I said, I got this one. It was online. I bought it through eBay. This is it's like a warehouse car parts place, but this is a brand new unit. And the best way to do it like this is, you see, I got the motor and the regulator already together. So this is a brand new all-in-one unit. There's nothing to put together. You're not replacing just one part. It's the whole assembly. So, and Toyotas have to be the easiest car I've ever seen to replace window regulators on. I mean, there's literally nothing to them. It's just a couple bolts, and then the entire unit slides right out. So, let's go get the old one out, and let's put the new one in. How's that sound, Paco? Okay, he's not very excited. Someone asked me in a previous video. They commented wanting to know what happened to Paco. Well, there he is on my couch, and that's it. So if you're a complete idiot like myself and never plan on doing anything when you should, go ahead and hook your work lights up so that you can see what you're doing. And first step first is, well, as you can see, I've been holding my window up with this piece of cardboard and a screwdriver shoved down in between them to hold tension on it. So go ahead and pull all that out, and as you can see, there goes the window. So I get to fish that cardboard out now later. That'll be fun, fun, fun. And the next step includes us cleaning out everything in your pocket of the door, just in case. And then we will get to the screws. So let me clean out this pocket and we'll move on. So once you've gone through your door and figured out all the things that you lost over the years in your car, it's time to start pulling things apart. Now, for starters, you have a Phillips head screw that holds this door handle on. That will have to be removed. And then the only other screws on these Toyotas, which is really cool, is underneath this piece. Now, to get to this, you're gonna put your hand in there. I'm gonna brace it with my knee, and you just pull up. Voila! And that thing comes off. And then below it, it reveals 1 and 2 more Phillips head screws. And you'll remove those two, that one, and those are the only ones that hold it on. So then the rest of it is just those little plastic pop clips. And we'll get to those in a minute. So let me go ahead and get these out. And I'll show you how to take the handle. Okay. Now you're going to want to remove this plastic piece, and it literally is just on there with those little button clips. So you pull on it, it'll pop right off. So pull that off, and you can start with the corner right here, and it'll just fall right off. And make sure you get the bolts out. Then all the snap clips should come free, which will let the entire door panel flap like so. And for this door handle, once you take the screw out, you need to pull the whole assembly forward and pull the nose out like this, and that'll pull those tabs out. You see how they hook in there. Once that is out, on the back side of this, camera might not focus on it, but right there is one of those little got like a little plastic clip around the rod for the door. All you got to do is push that plastic clip off the top of the rod, by turning it backwards and then pull the rod right up through it, and then the entire door handle would come right off. And so let's get that off. I'm going to try to do it one-handed. There we go. Okay. So, alright, you see how it turned off of there like so? And now pretty much I can get this screwdriver and go underneath it like that and pull the whole thing up. So now you can see that clip that I was talking about right there, and it just turns up like that and hooks onto the rods. You just need to remove it. This camera won't focus, but anyway, and it comes right off. So now the door panel will lift that's the front off. If it wouldn't try to fall on one more bottom clip. And there it comes. Now you've got the window switches. And the window just fell all the way. And I don't remember if they have a master loom right here or not. No. So hold this door for a second. So then, you've got two clips right here. I'm going to have to use a screwdriver to push them in, but you push little buttons in on the front and pull the wire tabs out on both of them. This one's in there sideways, and then the door panel will release. Had a few things that went wrong. For one, there's a cap to the motor just laying down here, right there. The actual assembly doesn't even have any wire wrapped around it anymore. That's junk. Here's one of the cables, literally just freaking sitting here. That's not good. You can see the gear on the motor, because the motor still made noise, believe it or not. It just wouldn't go up and down. You could, where are my keys? I'll show you. Oh, nope. Sorry, the harness has to be plugged in. But anyway, it still made noise. You could hear it, it just wouldn't move. That's mainly the regulator's fault. But because it's actually cheaper to buy the unit, like I said, go on eBay, you can get the entire thing for about $31 shipped. And I know it's probably a cheap Korean or Chinese made one, but we're going to see how long it lasts. And you never know. It might end up being one of those that don't come out half bad and it works fine. But either way, it was cheap. So looks like it's got 10mm bolts. So you've got one here, one there, and one on the bottom. And that's going to remove the motor assembly. Now because these are separate over here, we're probably going to take out this entire brace to get to the regulator. It'll make it a whole lot easier on us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more 10mm bolts. So let's go ahead and remove the motor and this brace right here. Alright, so once you remove the motor and the bracket that goes across here, the window regulator portion right here is actually held in with 2 bolts. Got 2 up here, a 10 and a 10, and then 1 down here, so a total of 3. And then it actually bolts to the window right here. There's a 10 there and a 10 there. So what I'm going to do is take these 2 out. I've already got them started loose. I'm going to remove those. And I'm going to slide the window all the way up as far as I can and probably put a soft shirt or a towel or something between it with just enough tension to hold the window up so that I can slide this one out and slide the new equipment in. So make sure you have this window sustained. If you, even if you got someone here to hold it up or whatever while you move this, because once you take this whole piece out and assemble it from the window is just free falling and it's just sitting there. And if it falls and shatters, you're not going to have a good day, because it's a little bit more tricky to replace the entire window glass than it is just to replace a regulator. So let's go get on this. While you have your trusty assistant hold the glass up, go ahead and remove your old one, and then you can line your new equipment up. The 2 holes go at the top. Just walk it in there at an angle. And you can do it one-handed while holding a camera, which I'm sure you won't be holding a camera. You're going to have two hands to do this, so let me cut this off for a second. Before your helper gets really mad because he's trying to do his own project, I had to use the door panel to plug the switch back up right there, and then plug the motor up so that I can press it and see, oh yeah, to walk this down to about here so that you can see the bolt holes to bolt the glass back in. So I've got one bolt in it here and one at the bottom just to kind of brace it so I can get this glass bolted in so he doesn't have to hold it anymore. So let's do that. So I'm just going to leave the door panel kind of laying like this against me because we're so close to being done. There's no point in doing all that work again. So go ahead and put these two 10 millimeter bolts back in. You just snug them down. You don't have to crank on them. And up here you've got those two. Make sure you tighten those down, and then the bottom one. And once that is in there, that part is done. Don't forget your cool little brace. And you gotta line it back up like this. Yep, just like that. With the green pieces on the upper side, you'll see, because it's got a hole right here for that. And if you put it on this way, it's not gonna line up, you'll see. So, there we go. And let's put those bolts back in. And once you put those bolts in, don't forget that these little black clips on this wire snap into, oh yeah, they snap into the bottom part down here, the little oval spot, and just snap in just like that. So make sure you put that on. So let's get to that. Now then, once you're sure and you've got your plug-in in, don't forget to plug in the power door lock switch. You've got your bolts in there. Everything's nice and tight. Don't forget to hook those clips in. We're going to try to fold this back over it to some extent. I'm not really worried about it. I mean, if the car is noisy, the car is noisy. It's a 20-year-old Corolla. It's not going to be dead silent anymore. Plus, this summer, I'm planning on going back and adding some of that sound deadening padding to this. So that'll take care of most of my squeaks and rattles. We'll just tuck this back over it the best we can for now. I may go get some tape in a minute. But anyway, tuck that back up and let's throw this door panel back on. Remember to make sure that the hole on the end right here lines up over the door lock mechanism. So now, once you've got the door panel back on, give it a good wax around the edge. Make sure that you've got all the little snap clips in place. You can run your handle on the edge of the door and feel if they're out of place, because it will stick out. And then don't forget the Phillips head screw that goes in here. Remember, the door handle needs to be forward. Push it in and then it'll snap back into place. Also, don't forget to put a little plastic clip on that so that it holds the door handle on and won't fall off. The plastic clip that goes on the door handle rod, so that you're actually doing stuff when you pull the handle. The Phillips head bolt here and here, make sure they thread in. Don't forget to get your nice little cover. Line the little tabs up. Bam. That's in there all nice and pretty. Get your little cover for the rear view mirror adjustment, and bam, that's back on. Now, you're pretty much done at this point. Cut the switch on, and I'll see what happens. Alright. Now, this window has not worked on this car, and well, let's just say a very long time. It's kind of neat to know that it works now. Got a very strong motor too. Well, now you can also tell how dirty my windows are. Alright, well, guess I'll wash my windows off now. Alright guys, a slew of tools across the driveway. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that cool stuff. If you want more videos of this Toyota, I've had it for years and we'll probably have it until it dies. And stay tuned. I guess that's all. Thanks for watching this video. Hope this works for you.